Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Let's Play for RimWorld, where we are at the Haradni 13th's other nearby base. So I talked about at the end of last episode going ahead and raiding them. I set that all up off camera, and now we are here, ready to fight. So what I did was I brought our, 12 best fighters, give or take. I think it's 12. Yeah, it looks like 6 and 6. So 6 people in each APC, along with a bunch of limestone, which we used to make alternating walls and embrasures. So we got pretty good cover here, I feel like. I actually have people set up behind the wall so that they can lean around and fire out the embrasure, but they're actually covered by the wall. I'm hoping that that gives them better cover. And then these two guys, because they have shorter range weapons, are going to move up to the corners here, and we'll see what they can do. But anyways, we're going to try to take this base out. There is a pretty good variety of weapons, some las pistols, las guns, bolters, exodus sniper rifles. Those look like crack grenades. They are crack grenades. You have a bolter as well, and then of course the auto cannons on the blight drones. Excuse me. And the mortar and various improvised turrets. So they've got some real firepower to deal with here. Before we jump into this fight, though, I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been making a lot of progress on the mod I'm making for the new series, and this is probably going to be going up on like Wednesday, I think. And so the day after this video goes up, I might do another update video to show you guys some of the mod stuff I've been working on, because those seem to do pretty well. You guys seem to enjoy seeing that stuff, and it gives me something else to put up while I'm working on it. So we'll probably do that. Crusader Kings will carry on as usual, and I'm looking for a new series to add. I've had a lot of requests for warband stuff, like season 2 of a couple of my old warband series, and that's definitely something that I have thought about, and definitely something that we're going to do. Just not until probably after the holidays, because warband takes a lot of time for me to record, and even with just the one warband series that I've been trying to do right now, which is Seizin, I continually fall behind on that. So until I am done with school and until the holidays are over, I'm not going to start any new warband stuff. But as soon as that's over, I might bring in like 2 new warband Let's Plays. And then, of course, by that time, we'll have all 3 of our RimWorld Let's Plays going, and, the channel should kind of fill itself back out again. There'll be a couple other things we look at, but that'll be the bulk of the content. So, here we are. I suppose let's kick things off here. I actually told these guys not to fire. Did I forget to give Tigris a spot? I did. Where do I want you? Ren, move up to there. I'm going to put Tigris here, I think. Okay. Let's see. I guess that'll do, but I need to tell you guys that you're allowed to fire. So fire at will. You guys shouldn't be holding fire. You're not. Perfect. Okay, so Zarena, could you light up whoever's on that mortar, please? Bragg, do the same. Zima, yeah, let's just concentrate all our fire on that person right now. And make sure that mortar doesn't kill us. Okay, so unload. Oh, Skinner is taking fire from the turret. He's firing back. Somebody's been killed out there already. They are attacking, so let's survey here. You've been downed. He's firing back with a bolter. That thing is about to explode. Reyna, Daniel are firing. Tigris doesn't have anybody in range, it looks like, but these guys are about to come into range. Skinner, make sure you deal with that turret. Remy, we'll see if anybody comes into your range, but so far it's looking decent. Oh, here comes the blight drone. The blight drone is being engaged. You guys are not killing it nearly fast enough here. Remy, swap with Skinner. I need you firing your hell gun at those things. Okay, so some people have been downed over here. That's good. Come on, kill the blight drones. Don't let them get too close. Is that thing trying to melee you? Wait, don't consume it. No, I want you melee attacking that. Oh, is it dead? Oh, wow, okay. Sorry. As you were then. Alright, so we're looking a little bit better there. Remy, step into here. Skinner, you're on that corner. Gorilla's taking fire. You know what, Gorilla? Make a dash for the base, I guess? Larry, you make a blitz in there as well, and we'll see what we can do. You guys are melee focused, so yeah, go destroy that turret, actually. We should have plenty of cover fire. Somebody's hit. Oh, they're fleeing. Great. That was actually pretty easy. Well, we can't let any of them escape, obviously. So, Larry, I think you're going to go after Lonnie. You guys can continue firing. You don't need to worry about that turret anymore, I don't think. Can we just claim this? Oh, no, they're still shooting at us. He's taking fire. Gorilla, go after... Don't let Sab get away. Okay, Larry, there you are. Let's see. Can I really not claim these yet? Nope. I can claim everything else attached to them, though. Does that make them mine? Let's see. If everything powering them is mine, maybe they will become mine. So don't melee attack it. Really? I did all the other doors? What the hell? Did that not work? I thought I claimed them all. I guess not. Larry, scope that out. Oh god, Gorilla's getting wrecked here. Okay. If those are going to continue to fire on us, then I need you guys to attack those. No? Just like set up over here and shoot it. Okay. Well done, Gorilla. Wow, you got shot in the head. It damaged your brain slightly. Well then. Okay, that's a bedroom. Let's see what's in here. Gorilla, try to get yourself out of the line of sight there. Prefer if you didn't get shot anymore. Okay, another area revealed. It looks like something should have been stored in there, but it isn't. Right, so we have beds. Let's claim the beds. Bragg, how are you doing? Oh wow, you got your arm shot off. Jesus. By a traitor bolt gun, no less. Well, we'll have to get him a new arm, obviously. He's gonna go rest. I'll have to get some medicine going, but let's get everybody moving about. And you guys are welcome to do whatever. Daniel, wreck that thing, please. Larry, what do we got here? Fermenting barrels. So they're making beer here. Chaos brand beer. Alright, that thing is done. Gorilla, go get yourself some rest. Daniel, actually, Daniel, you stay up. I'm going to have you check out some of these rooms as well. Batteries, even more batteries. Let's claim these. We might take them back with us, but we don't necessarily need them. Larry, come see what this is. We got a meal there. I don't need to forbid that. Okay, let's try something. There's actually not that many. Okay, how about these meals? Let's make sure those are unforbidden. We'll eat these rather than cutting into the pemmican that we brought. And then we'll try to rescue some of these people and bring them back as prisoners. But in order to do that, we'll need to kind of turn this into a little bit of a prisoner holding area, I think. Whoops. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Hopefully that is enough. And we'll make those marked for prisoners. And everybody who's not like dying can start bringing people in. So capture. Zarena, you're pretty healthy. Those people are all dead. Let's see. You guys are dead. You're not. So capture. Daniel, look at that room for me. And Reyna, go ahead and capture it right there. Alright. So there we go. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Who is the best medic that we brought? I'm willing to bet it's Zima, but let's make sure of that. Remy's not bad, but I think Zima is better at 10, yeah. You're only 4. 0, yeah. I think she is by far the best. Okay. So, we should have some medicine in one of these. I think that one had all the limestone in it. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Maybe this one did have the medicine. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Medicine. Gorilla. We're going to allow medicine. Brag. We're going to allow medicine. As soon as he lies down, we'll have Zima go treat that. So Zima, run over there and be ready to grab that medicine. Zarena, you're already capturing. So Virya, you are going to grab the person that Remy was going to grab. Or Zima, excuse me. But we need to get that arm dealt with quick. Actually, we probably could have just used all the medicine lying on the ground. Either way, I need you. Why aren't you using medicine? There's medicine like everywhere. Do you have medicine on you? No. Okay, good. You're going to grab that one. That's fine. So Outpost destroyed. We have an exotic goods trader. New area revealed. More beds. Let's claim these. So people have places to sleep. And some sleeping spots. We'll claim those as well. Really not a whole lot of loot here. I mean, other than what the, trader guard had on them. So, a bit of a shame, but whatever. Did what we came here to do. And that was destroy these guys. You guys are welcome to go about your business. Well, see how these prisoners look. Oh, wow. Not great is the answer to that. Just basically every body part is just shot to hell. Same there. We're obviously going to worry about our own people first, but I think what I can do is have Remy treat them. Remy's not a terrible doctor, and Zima should be able to handle our own people on her own. So you are dying in 2.7 versus 3.1. Remy, if you could come tend to our prisoners, please, that would be great. And we'll take a look at that last one in just a second. Okay, so the arm has been dealt with. Still bleeding pretty profusely, though. Okay, Sab, how are you doing? Just took a thunder hammer to the head, which is pretty nasty, but a lot better off than the other people are. Virya, you're not much of a doctor, are you? No, not at all. Well, keep yourself busy, I guess. We should turn one of these into like a stockpile room. I probably should have just made that a prisoner space, and I could have stockpiled stuff in here. Oh, I guess I already have stockpiles from where I had the limestone, so let's just make sure that they get roofed over, and they should be fine. There we go. Oh, severe illness. Oh, probably major blood loss. Remy, what are you doing? Okay, just taking your sweet time about it. God. Yeah, they're probably not going to make it at this rate. He's got to go grab all that medicine. Let's do this. Okay, so critical priority. I would like, what is that under manufactured? Medicine only there. And then in this, we're going to say no medicine. And we'll do the same here. Okay. So hopefully somebody will get on that. I can actually ask somebody to do it. Daniel. Okay, good. Daniel's on it. So he's going to bring the medicine there. That should allow us to do this much more quickly. Zima is tending to... Wait, did you treat Gorilla? No. Yeah, Zima, I need you to tend to Gorilla first. I'm much more concerned about our own people. And when she's done with that, then we'll worry about the prisoners, but not gonna risk one of my own dying just because we wanted to maybe take some of these people back with us. We didn't even see what they look like character-wise. So Slowpoke and Pretty, not a terrible character. Not a particularly good character. Had we come across her earlier, we probably would have recruited her and just made her into a regular guardswoman, because she's a decent shot and she does have some potential there. She can mine and would get better at it with time, and she's not a terrible crafter, so she would have some use to us. Sab. Wow. Aside from all of this, he's actually pretty damn good. Really good fighter. Even though he can't do this stuff, he can haul, he can build, and he can craft, and he can also mine. So a lot of the major jobs he can do. So pretty good there. And then Azralath. Let's see. Again, a pretty good shot. Good traits, and I don't know what you would do. Probably just be a janitor or something. Yeah, I think she's more of like the janitor hauler type, because she's not really good at any particular job other than research, and I don't really need research done. Okay. And I did claim that, right? Good. Don't want anybody wandering off. Zima is still working on Gorilla. Okay, Gorilla's done. You're gonna go tend to one of the prisoners now. Perfect. And I think you'll live. Blood loss is extreme, so that could present an issue. Her consciousness is gonna be really, really low. But as long as nothing else goes wrong, I think she will make it. I believe... Oh. Nope. Yeah, I was gonna say. Didn't quite make it there. It was literally like hovering right above 0, and everything she did brought it up just a little, but not fast enough. It looks like you were successfully treated, though. Shame. She was actually the better character of the two, in my opinion. You're a better fighter, but she was better all-around character. Oh, well, we can try to save Sab. Is anybody else, like, writhing around on the ground? I didn't look that hard, so it was possible I missed a few survivors. But these weapons do not tend to leave many of them. Nope, I don't believe so. We do have some compacted machinery that we can grab while we're here. May as well do that. Don't really need components anymore, but it never hurts to have them. Let's see, do I have another research project queued? We just did those because I believe we were trying to research... We got something queued up. Don't know what it is, but whatever, we'll do that. No, I don't want to bother with those. Long las. Yeah, don't even bother with this. Heavy bolter could be nice. We're doing autocannon. Okay. I wouldn't mind storm bolters and heavy bolters, so let's do that. Alright. You guys don't have a whole lot to do over here. That's an issue, but I really don't have a job for them at the moment. Floors. Like, there's no need for base expansion, and I have no idea what to put in a lot of these rooms. We could furnish this with just, like, seating and dining areas or something, but I don't even know if I necessarily want to do that. What else? We could just have them make tables and chairs. Let's do that. So, what corner was that in? Well, I guess it's the corner without the potted plant, right? So every one of you gets a wooden table, even the empty ones. We should have enough wood for this. I do not think wood is a problem anymore. Yeah, almost 1,600. Oh, that one's not mirrored properly or something. Or one of One of these rows is off, and I don't know which, but I'm not about to tweak it. Okay, now then, let's get some chairs in here. Kind of don't like them by the doorway, but what are you gonna do? Did I really miss that one? Whoops. I think I like this layout better, where the chairs are away from the door. And then we need to flip this around like so. And I believe they're all going to be this one from here on out. Okay, and then we needed one more of these right here. Okay, well, there's something for them to build at least. Hopping back over here. It's not going to let me highlight all the weapons by double clicking, so I'll have to find another way to do that. I wish we could harvest the autocannons off of those, even if it's just to sell them. Obviously, we can't really use trader weapons. We can, we've chosen not to. That's something else I'm trying to look at for my mod. I'm obviously a long ways off from this, but one thing I'd like to add is some mechanic that allows you to use chaos tainted weapons, but there's some sort of trade-off for doing so, and I'm having a hard time thinking of what that might be in RimWorld. It could just vastly increase your psychic sensitivity or something, so that you have mental breaks, or maybe lowering mental break threshold would be a good one, so that you just have mental breaks like all the time when you're using trader weapons. It just makes you kind of nuts. I could see that, you know, working moderately well, but I'm still looking at that. And I'm trying to add a pretty good variety of weapons. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from this mod that we're using in this playthrough, because it is by far the most in-depth 40k mod. But there's things that it does that I don't agree with. Especially regarding like the Space Marine augments and how just insanely impossible everything is to craft, because everything has its own research project and everything needs like 200 ingredients that require other ingredients, and you know, you guys know, I've been talking about it. I'm sure many of you have had a similar experience. And so what I'm trying to do is have a similar depth and lore friendliness, but in a much more gameplay friendly manner, I guess. And so like one thing I'm doing is, rather than having like bolt pistol, bolt gun, storm bolter, heavy bolter, I am making the research tree much more similar to vanilla. So for example, after precision rifling, you would go and it would be like bolter weapons, and just everything derived from a bolter would be there. Maybe the heavy bolter would be in a separate one, with like the autocannon, for example. Actually, the autocannon would probably be derived off multi-barrel, but something like that, so much more streamlined. I've added as many of the Space Marine augments as I can justify. So out of the roughly 20 of them that there are, I think like only about 16 actually made sense to implement, because some of the effects just don't translate to the game. So there was really no point in doing that. I'll just leave those there. But there was no point in adding them, because it's like there's no way to replicate like acidic spit in RimWorld, for example, or there's really no need to even. And, you know, sort of things like that. But I've also added a lot of body parts in order to allow all those augments, because you can't put a bunch of augments in the same slot. So, for example, you can't just have like 100 things installed in the brain. You can only do one. So I had to add like the occipital lobe or the cerebellum or like prefrontal cortex, so that I had different parts of the brain that could, you know, accommodate augments. And the same goes for the body. I think there's like left chest, center chest, right chest, upper abdomen, left abdomen, right abdomen, lower abdomen, center abdomen. A whole lot of body part slots so that you can stuff all those augments into the Marines. And I've tried to be a little bit more lore friendly with the effects. So I don't think they're... Let's see. So Daniel, for example. I don't know why I keep clicking on the wrong tabs. So for the Rite of Pure Thought, that's not really a Space Marine augment, even though it's classified as one in this mod. That's actually very similar to what is done to, say, a servitor or something. They basically replace the right half of the brain with, like, I don't want to call it like a computer, but sort of like a mini cogitator type thing. And it's basically meant to remove all emotion and stuff like that. And so that's not what happens to a Space Marine. So that one I do still have in the mod, but it's not part of the Astartes augments. And I've changed the effects slightly, so I've removed Psychic Sensitivity. Actually, I don't know that I have. I think Psychic Sensitivity... Oh, God. Psychic Sensitivity is removed. But Immunity I took out of there because I don't know why having, like, your brain lobotomized would make you gain immunity faster. So I've really lowered the effectiveness of this, but it is still... really useful, because if you want servitor-like characters that don't really have emotions or mood effects, it's nice to have. Lyman's Ear, I think I went very similar. I added hearing. I did not add any prisoner recruit chance. I don't know why having better hearing would make you more effective as a recruiter. And I do think I added a bit of melee dodge chance, because obviously if you hear somebody attacking, you can react a little bit better than if you didn't hear them coming. But not to the same degree. I think I mitigated those a bit. We have a bit more here to mine, so let's keep doing that. It looks like we hit some decent little pockets there. Sab is able to walk around. Great. Anyways, back to the Marines. What else? I actually added like a subdermal layer for the black carapace, so it's not inserted. I mean, technically it is in the chest, but it's under the skin and not in the actual chest cavity. So I made a new slot for that. It's similar in that it offsets penalties associated with wearing power armor. It doesn't have any effect on psychic sensitivity, though. What else? I fixed the oculobe so that it works as it does in the lore, where it's actually a brain thing. So in my version, it goes into the occipital lobe, where it's actually in the back of your brain, where your optic nerves and stuff send all the visual information. And so it's just a single brain implant rather than like 2 eye implants, or in this case they're actually like surrogate eyes that replace the old eyes. The only Space Marine augment that should actually do that is Lyman's Ear, because Lyman's Ear actually is an ear replacement, but the rest are additional things that get added. Let's see, what else? The Osmodula, I think, is similar. I can't remember the one that starts with a B, but that's the one I believe that increases the bone density, and so that one works similar to the synth skin in that it just gives them a little bit of passive armor in their own body, because essentially it's supposed to make their bones grow stronger and more dense, and it actually fuses the ribs. I don't know why I'm gesturing to my ribs as I say this. You guys can't see that, but it fuses the ribs and makes them basically like armor plates under the skin, and so it gives some passive armor in that regard. But things like that. So I've tried to be a lot more lore friendly, but I did end up including a lot more of them. At least the ones I thought were worthy of inclusion. Again, there was some that I just couldn't think of a way that they would translate, and started asking myself, is it even worth trying to fit that many in? Because that's a lot of things to have to sit there and not only craft, but then, surgically implant into your Marines. But I did change all the... I don't mean change because I'm writing this from scratch, but my crafting recipes are a lot more streamlined as well. The requirements are all vanilla things, so I don't have like Imperial components in my mod or anything like that. Everything is crafted from vanilla resources. The only thing I'm considering adding is ceramite, and ceramite I think is going to be something that you craft in of itself. So what I was thinking of doing is in like maybe the smelter having a recipe where you take maybe some steel and a stone chunk, and you can turn that into ceramite or something like that, and then use that ceramite to build just about everything. I'd also like to add adamantium, but I don't know how I would go about that. I was considering just using plasteel, and maybe I can just find a way to rename, like when the mod is installed, plasteel will just be called adamantium, and that makes it more lore friendly, because it effectively serves the same purpose. How are we doing here, guys? Are you almost ready to maybe leave? You're doing a lot better. Your heads are covered. It's just your blood loss and your skin. Skin's been shredded. You're looking a lot worse. Bragg is up and about despite having a missing arm. That's something that you guys can do. I need a bionic arm. So that's going to be... I think we need the regular one first, right? Yeah. Okay. Raw resources. Yep, that's all fine. Should be crafting 10 or better. We should probably turn that on as well. Let's turn this on, and we'll ask for a simple prosthetic arm. And yeah, we can't dictate resources on that either. Okay, so there we go. I told them to turn it on. Okay, so that's gonna be done hopefully soon, since they don't have a whole lot to do at the base. And I would assume that by the time we get back there, at least I would hope that it's ready. Oh, are they having a party here? I guess they decided to have like a victory party. So what else do we have going on the world map? I am trying to end this fairly soon, so I don't know if we'll get around to attacking the Death Guard. We still need to head back home, and that'll probably be what we end today with. And I assume in the next episode we'll probably face another retaliatory attack, because generally every time we destroy an outpost, that's what happens. So I am expecting to get attacked by the Traitor Guard again. Speaking of which, oh, there's actually a lot of, while I'm discussing future plans, let's queue some of this stuff up. I guess we can get the ceramite too. Anyway, I plan to implement as many factions in this mod as I can, but I'm starting with Space Marines. That's first and foremost. We just had an explosion in the base. So we're going to start out with just Space Marines, and it's going to be the Blood Ravens, and we'll go from there. Are we going to deal with this, people? Also, why are the animals still in the base? They shouldn't be. Yeah, I did change that back after we got attacked. Nobody going to deal with this? Like, what were you guys all doing? They're all going to go deal with it now, but stuff is going to get destroyed in the meantime. Come on, camels. Put this fire out. You got burned a little bit. Oh, God. It's actually going to be kind of bad. So you're getting pretty big, and these guys are not getting here very quickly. Anyway, Space Marines first. Then, I think what I'm going to do, just to have some opposition, even though I will be running this 40k mod that we have installed here in the background, just to kind of round everything out. I think I'm going to add Chaos first, because I already have Marine textures, so making them into Chaos Marine textures would not be that difficult. And then I'll probably do Imperial Guard. And I don't know if it's worth, like in this mod, for example, you have Chaos Marines. And then you have, I mean, we've destroyed them all at this point, or at least all the ones nearby. But you have Chaos Marines, and then you have Traitor Guard. So Traitor Marines, Traitor Guard. I didn't mean to click that. What's happening? No, cancel. Oh, did we run out of time? What just happened? Ah, crap. Because I clicked cancel, did they all get left behind? God damn it. Let's see, did it autosave? When was this? Oh, that was not too long ago. Okay, I need to be more conscious of that, clearly. Luckily, not too much happened. But anyways, so I don't know if it's worth making Traitor Guard into their own faction, because that's not really how Chaos fights. Chaos is generally a more mixed force, whereas with the Imperium, Space Marines operate on their own very often. The Imperial Guard operates on their own very often, and then when things get really, really out of hand, you'll see the various forces of the Imperium kind of working together. But by and large, the small to medium-sized conflicts are generally handled by like one force, or sometimes two forces. You'll have like an Imperial Guard regiment with like a small Ultramarine detachment or something. But anyways, I don't think it's necessarily worth dividing the traitors, at least, into their own faction. I think just having a little bit of both is fine. Or even just skipping Traitor Guard and making them like cultists or something so that they fit in there better. Anyways, we only have 5 hours until we have to leave, so I think what we should do, rather than allowing what happened there to happen again, is we are going to just like preemptively load up. The only issue I can see is that I can't actually load these people into the APCs. And so this is going to be a very lengthy journey. But that's not necessarily a problem. Here's what I'll do, because we don't want to leave the APCs behind, and somebody needs to be in them. So I'm going to assign 2 drivers. It'll be you 2. And everybody else is going to walk it, since some people are going to have to walk anyways. We only move as fast as the slowest person, so we may as well have people walking with them. Wait, a meteorite? Where? What is this? Just, oh, silver. Okay, I'll take silver. Sure. 5 hours, so we need to hustle here. And then we'll just pack everything up and leave. And hopefully nobody dies on the road there. I don't think they will. These guys are pretty stable. Why won't you load? There we go. But you never know. Okay, so those guys are in. Perfect. Let's jump out here. We've got to wait for this to load again. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and reform, bring in everybody, prisoners, APCs, all the people. Perfect. And then let's see, anything that can be eaten, basically everything that's not useless. I'll take uranium. Probably not going to bother with the steel. I'll take those though. Don't need the corpses. If that thing, no, it looks like it's spoiled. Take the weapons as well, because I can sell them. Not going to use them. They are heretical after all, but we will definitely try to get some silver for them at least. Okay, so I think that's everything we're going to bring. And that's not counting the pemmican and stuff that's already stored in the APCs. There we go. That'll pack up instantly, and we'll grab this and send it on home. It's going to take them 2 days. Wow. We have 4 days of food, so it's not really an issue, though. Alright, and I feel like that's probably as good a place as any to end this episode, so I'll probably let them journey on home in between episodes, and I expect to be attacked at some point very soon as, you know, retaliation for that little incursion. So that will be next episode. And then I believe after next episode will be the last episode. So I'll spawn in the biggest raid that the engine can handle, and we'll just see how long our defenses hold out. You guys have any questions about my plans regarding the mod I'm working on? Feel free to ask, because I am still working on it, obviously. So I may not necessarily know what I'm going to do for a certain thing, and you know, discussing it with you guys always helps me come up with ideas. Or if you have ideas, feel free to throw them out there. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.